and welcome to a very special, I'm calling it a very special live show, where we are going to be talking War of the Worlds, and maybe Big Brother Canada for a hot second, with your BB19 winner and favorite, Josh. So look, let me let you guys know if you haven't seen any of our shows back, you can check them out over on our website, yourrealityrecaps.com. See all of our Big Brother Canada content, our previous shows with Josh. Just everything that we do is over on the website. If you guys want to help support our shows, consider becoming a patron at yourrealityrecaps.com/patron. Patrons get access to the patron-only Facebook group, prize giveaways, weekly shows just for patrons, and the after shows with the house guests too. It's a really great way to help support our shows, as is, you can always do a one-time donation at yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal, or if you have any Amazon shopping to do, head over to yourrealityrecaps.com/Amazon. But look, we need to get to the man that we're all dying to hear from. Your favorite meatball and mine. Josh is here with allergies and doing great.
Worse allergies, man. I don't know what it is. It always gets me. But I wanted to hop on here, and yeah, I have a lot to talk about. So yeah, I wouldn't miss out.
Everybody is dying to hear from you, Josh. Everybody wants to know how you're doing. I want to start. Obviously, you know, fans can leave their questions for Josh in the chat right now. Go ahead and share the show if you guys haven't. Spread the word. Let people know that we are live. And Josh.
Yeah.
Guess what I have to give away to your number one fan on this show?
A meatball.
Your signed Josh meatball.
Oh, nice. We got it. Thank God.
We got it. So number one fan on this show, you guys are winning the autographed Josh meatball.
And I mean, I don't know if it means anything to it, but I signed that as soon as I think like a month out of the Big Brother house. So
you did.
Yeah.
You did sweet. Sign. You did. So Josh, let's start with a little bit about the challenge, or a lot of bit about the challenge. How exciting was it for you to be in there with other Big Brother people?
I mean, that was probably the best. That was the best news that I got. So we all kind of communicated before we went. Like we all, linked up and talked and had like a group chat going before we hopped into the game, because we know that these people come in. I mean, they have history, they have friendship. So when I saw the numbers that we had, I was excited, and I got along really well with most of them. So yeah, we had a pretty good team going in. It just didn't work out to our favor, but I was excited when I first heard like the initial news that they were all going into the game.
Now, like, did you guys make a well, maybe you can't say that, but was there like any preseason alliance, or just like we're gonna look out for each other?
Yeah, for sure. I think that we said we would look out for each other. We would have each other's backs. I think with these games, it's kind of hard to, I mean, you can't predict. We didn't know we would be paired with vets and vice versa. Like, we had no idea what was going to happen. So it's hard to, like, go in with a alliance, but for sure we promised that we would have each other's back. And for the most part, we did. We didn't cross each other. Right. And, we rocked. We had each other's back. So, yeah.
Carrie wants to know, what is your relationship like now with Amanda? A lot of people are very much either like they love Amanda on the challenge or they hate Amanda on the challenge. But we saw you defending her, a lot. So what is that relationship like now postseason?
I was just FaceTiming her 10 minutes ago before we hopped on here. We have a really good friendship. I think that, Amanda gets a lot of heat. She gets a lot of shit. Amanda knows what she's doing. Mm-hmm. She knows her role in a sense. She knows that she's the villain. She's gonna get that edit, and she owns it. She doesn't play victim. She doesn't. Sometimes her words get her in trouble, but I mean, I think that she's a loyal person. She's real. She doesn't care about what people think about her, and I think that that's one thing that I really liked about her, especially in a game where everybody's playing it up for camera, playing it up for fans, in a shady house. So I really, really enjoyed that part of her, and we have a good friendship now. So. Yeah.
Do you think that, I mean, a lot of us see, like, the challenge people like to go at each other on Twitter. Not you, but other people like to go at each other on Twitter. What's your opinion on it? Do you feel like it is driven, I want to say out of reality, or do you think that it's people trying to, like, build tension so they get asked back?
I'm to be honest with you, I have two takes on it. Mm-hmm. One is that I think that you see so little. So you're legit seeing a week. It's not like Big Brother where we
Right.
have 3 times a week and live feeds and you still miss some things. Like with the challenge, you have a whole week of filming crunched into 40 minutes. You
Right.
don't see the story, you don't know the full length of everything. And I think that people take to Twitter to voice their side and what really happened. And I now I understand it because I played the game. And then some people, like you're not even involved in our season and you're just giving in your 2 cents. I think those people are definitely trying to get that call back.
Right.
But I think the people that are just explaining what happened,
Oh no, wait. Wait, you moved too much. You moved too much. You hit your microphone again. It's so hard for us, Josh. Hold on. I'll tell you when it's back. Jig, you lost your microphone. I don't know. Whatever you did last time to make it work.
let me
There you go. What if
but
you unplugged it? What if you didn't use a headset? Would it still work or you don't have a
I
microphone?
think it would, but I wouldn't hear you as no, I don't have a
Clearly.
microphone. Yeah. Can you hear me now?
I hear you now. I don't know.
Uh,
I have to sit on my hands too. I have the same problem because I want to talk with my hands and then I'm
yeah.
always knocking my microphone out. But all right. We got it. Let me take this question from Lost and Confused, which I love. He says, Josh, we've been now seeing the Big Brother alumni crossing over to the challenge.
Yeah.
Who from the challenge do you think would do well on Big Brother?
Good question. I think that a lot of them, I mean, they've played the game so many times that you kind of learn the whole social aspect of it. So I think that they would do, and to be honest with you, Big Brother is a huge social game. It's
Mm-hmm.
a huge numbers game, and I think that a few of them, I think that a lot of them go into that game and it's just like a party house and it's pointless drama. But I think Wes, even though I clash with Wes, I think he would do really good on Big Brother. Johnny would do well. Nani would do really good. So would Jenna. She's really likable. I don't know about Amanda. I don't know how Amanda would do, but I would love to see her play. I don't know, and some of them are huge fans. I think Kayla, she wasn't on this season, and I really like her. I think she would do good also on Big Brother.
I think she would do. I think she would
Yeah.
as well. Denise loves BB wants to know, Josh, what are your thoughts on Gus this season? He doesn't get a lot of airtime. Did you see him as competition for yourself?
All right. So this is the thing with Gus, and I mean we have reunion coming up, so I'm the type of person where one, I don't like to address things on social media because I think it spirals into negativity.
Mm-hmm.
And two, I like face to face confrontation. Like I'd rather address you in person. I don't give a fuck if it's on. Sorry, I can't curse.
You can
I don't care.
curse. Fuck,
I
fuck,
don't
fuck.
care. Yeah, I don't care if it's on camera or off camera. My whole take with Gus was I had a falling out with Gus because he was the person that voted me in. You can say that I'm bitter or whatever, but when you're promising me loyalty and I have your back and all this stuff, and then as soon as the camera comes around, you flip it on me and you get into like, oh, you're playing both sides and all this stuff when you were doing the same thing, dude. We're all in there for $1 million. We're all lying. We're all playing games. Own it, you know.
Right.
So I had a few words with him outside of the game, and we cleared it up. And then I have fans DMing me, screenshotting, like screen grabbing things that he's saying, responding to other fans about me. And it's like, you know what? I didn't comment on it on social media, but in the reunion, I'm definitely gonna address it because I'm just tired of like the people like to run with their edit and like not talk about the reality what we really experience
Right.
based on that's our relationship now as a competitor and as a as coming into the game. I think that he's a huge fan of the game. I think that he did pretty good. He got along with everyone. He didn't stand out as much as he does on his show, but also, I mean, it's our rookie season, so I didn't expect. I mean, if you're not really involved in anything, then why go out of your way? Everybody got along with him, so there was no reason for him to really step up and do shit, you know?
Right. Why I know I saw a lot of people asking. It must have been hard for like you and Amanda when you're looking at the teams, in the last episode that
Yeah,
you had to choose from.
yeah,
Because they're all perceived as like big threats in this game or perceived as teams that people wouldn't want to go up against necessarily. Why
yeah.
did you pick the team that you did to go against?
Yeah, so I'm glad you asked that question because I've been dying to address that. I just don't want to get into a whole Twitter feud.
Uh-huh.
Um, so first of all, everybody was stacked. There was really good teams at that point in the game. Everybody was good. I don't care what anyone says. Like we made it that far. Everybody did their thing. Um, I think I wasn't gonna call out Polly. He was my big brother, like he was my boy.
Right.
Turbo, I wasn't gonna. Turbo and me, you guys don't, you never saw that relationship. Me and Turbo from day one, had a really good friendship. He was my closest rookie, like male friend. Like he was my closest friend in that house. So there was no way I was gonna call him. So it was been in between, honestly, Ashley and Cam and Georgia and Hunter.
Hmm.
And I didn't give a shit if they were. I don't care to lose. Like I don't care to take that. I'd rather take the shot and take that risk than like take out somebody considered that's weak, and then next week they're gonna gun for me after. It was at the point in the game where everybody was gonna
Right.
target me no matter what. So I didn't care to take that shot. The reason why I did pick Ashley and Cam was because, I mean, Cam and me walked into that house and we had a mutual friend, Wendell from Survivor, and we had a conversation that we would be cool, look after each other. And then she got in there and the first name she says when she wins, it's my name. So yeah, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna fucking lie to you and be like, oh yeah, no, you're good. I'm not gonna say your name. No, it's noted. You said my name when you got into power with so many options.
Hmm.
It's free game now. Like I'm gonna, either say your name if I win or call you out. So that was a reasoning, and also I thought that I could beat them, and we had a really good lead on them. I just slipped.
You had a huge lead on them, and another question that you're getting asked by a ton of people is, I'm going to take it from Hannah's aunt wants to know, can you explain what was going on with the rules during your elimination? It seemed not fair that you were not allowed to go back in like other teams were. So
Yeah.
I guess meaning that you fell and did not have the option to go back and
Well,
try
no,
again.
that was a rule. If you dropped, you were gonna be ranked from where your poll made it, like how far you made it. And if your poll dropped, that's where you were
Right.
like. So that was a rule. So that I didn't want to drop for that reason. I kept wanting to go far. But what you don't see, and I'm not talking bad about production because obviously I still want to work and shit. But the truth is, a producer told me and Amanda, my first strategy going into it was, Amanda, we're going back to back. That's how we're gonna get it.
Oh, really?
Um, yeah, because it opened up at the top, so there was no way that if I would have kept going the way I was going, I was gonna be good. So that was the first strategy going into it. That's the first thing I told Amanda. So I asked. So it was. They were like, "Oh, you can't lift yourself off of the platform. If you lift yourself, you're disqualified." So I asked one of the producers, "Can we go back to back?" She clearly said, "If you do that, you're out of the game. You can't do that."
Well, how would they expect you to
Well,
make
when
it
we
up?
dropped, exactly. I guess what happened was they realized at that point that there was no way that we were gonna, and Ashley and Cam were even halfway. Yeah, I'm telling you, it was a solid 30 minutes for them to get to past our point. And they started going back to back. I started screaming at production. Amanda started screaming. Everybody in the top started screaming. They like, let them go again, and they wouldn't let us go. And it was the most disappointing thing to have to stand there, and then the rule that you gave me, they're doing it now, and I have to stand there and take it. I'm not gonna say that Ashley and Cam did their thing. They for sure crushed it. That was a hard elimination, and they took their time and they were smart about it.
Right.
But I think that I did leave with that bitterness of the sense of like, okay, but that was a rule that I was told, and then I didn't even get a chance to like defend myself. Because if I would have gone back to back from the beginning, I'm not saying we would have won it, but I definitely wouldn't have dropped that easy.
No, I mean, watching it, it seemed like that was a strategy that they used
Yeah,
watching if you just looked at the edit, it
yeah.
seemed like they watched how you guys went up and then they decided to go back to back is the way the edit kind of makes it seem.
I
So,
mean, I kept looking over, and the whole time, dude, people were shocked. Like you just heard, and they edited that out, so you were like, holy, like people were so shocked how well we were doing because I was just honestly, Amanda was like on my shoulders, on my putting her feet on my legs, and I was just like climbing that bitch like a spider.
right.
Um, so we had a huge lead, and I remember looking over, they were still like I don't even think past the middle part, and once I got to the middle, that's when people started screaming, go back to back. I'm screaming as I'm hanging, screaming at production, can we go back to back? No, no one's saying a word. No one's saying anything, and I'm like, I can't go back to back. I mean, Wes was screaming at me, go back to back, and I couldn't. So they
Right.
cut that out completely, where it's like I was kind of helpless, and then I end up slipping. I'm not mad about it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was upset about it for a while, but now it's kind of like they won, they did their thing. I'm proud that like at least I fought my hardest. I gave it
Mm-hmm.
like got, and it was out of my control at that point.
Unless, much like Big Brother, they love a redemption story.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Unless they love a reason to have a redemption story on a future season. Leslie wants to know, Leslie Grizz wants to know, what is your take on Bear? I think a lot of us that are Big Brother fans do not like them paired
I
with
love Bear.
Ardavan. You do,
I
you like Bear.
I love Bear.
Okay.
So me and Bear clashed actually. You guys didn't get to see it. Me and Bear clashed a few times, but this is the thing with Bear. He knows what he's doing. He's one of those people that, he's gonna cause chaos and he thrives in chaos. He thrives in arguments. He thrives going head to head with people. I think he gets off on it, which is crazy. But you know what? It was hard to trust people in that house. It was hard to build that genuine connection. I thought I would be able to go into that game the same way I went into Big Brother, and I was like, I'm gonna vibe, see who I connect with, plus with my Big Brother people, and then play it out. There was no way that was gonna happen. People had their mind predetermined on who they were gonna get out, how they were gonna play their cards, and Bear was just very straightforward and honest with me, and he was funny as fuck. He was a good guy to have in the house. I'm honestly, I would be shocked if Bear doesn't continue to come back because he
Really?
brought a lot. Oh yeah, for sure.
Because I mean, well, as you know, I mean, we get it, an edit's an edit, but it really seems like he doesn't care about Devon's game at all.
So okay, now if we're talking personality wise, I really liked him. If we're talking game, I
Yeah.
think that it was difficult because Davon was my number one.
Right.
And they did clash a lot, which was it was hard because the UK alliance was so loyal and so locked
Mm-hmm.
in that Davon didn't have an option but to play their game, kind of. And they butted heads, but I had good conversations with him, and I think Davon, like she said, they played good cop, bad cop, and it worked for
Right.
her. They did really well this season, so yeah,
Well, I am hoping that
I'm rooting
Devon
for them.
I'm rooting for them too, and I'm hoping that Devon's schedule, that Devon can make it on here and talk as well. I know Paulie said that him and Kara might be trying to come on. Okay, Lonnie Joy 25 wants to know: do you feel your relationship with Amanda hindered your game or your sights on the game?
So this is the thing. I think that has to do with the little edit that they put in. So me and Amanda always joked around in that house. I always flirted with her, but did I? This is Amanda's drop dead gorgeous. She's
Mm-hmm.
a beautiful girl, but she had a boyfriend back home. I had a girl at the time that I was talking to, so there was nothing serious going on. We always fucked around with each other, but when you cut that clip and that's all you air, and then they don't show, like, we were probably a month and a half into the game,
Right.
so we messed around like that all the time. It was our way of like joking and like eating shit kind of.
Right.
So we joked around, but no, I think that me and Amanda had really good personal conversations. I learned so much about her that the fans will never ever see that side of her. Like just why she's playing the game, why she's there, why she comes back every season. And I respect it. She's there for her family. She's there, to take care of her dad. And I think that if anybody can commend her or just be, appreciate that, then, and some people, what's fucked up is some people would know that they knew why Amanda was there, why she was doing it, and sometimes they would throw it in their face, like, "Oh, your mom this or your dad," and I was just like, "Damn, these people are vile, man! Like, they'll take anything and just like to destroy you and bring you down. They'll throw it right at you." And it was like, that's when it became more of like a brother and sister relationship. To be honest with you, it's like
Yeah.
I saw her be taunted. She's not innocent at all.
Mm-hmm.
She did her share, but I saw a lot of people go out of their way, and none of it's kind of aired, and I kind of built like, like that big brother guard over her, where it's like, I'm
Right.
not gonna let anybody fuck with her anymore.
What did you do? Let me take this one from Breezy Girl, who wants to know, Josh, besides Big Brother people and Amanda, did you get a chance to bond with any of the vets or Brits?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like my social game was so good. I had such a good relationship. And I build good. I mean, I get along with most of them. We text, we message here and there. But I feel like they're good friendships. Yeah, loyalty, none. I don't think that anybody was truly loyal to me besides, I would say, Turbo. I think Turbo, when he had the chance to save me, he did. I mean, one time in the tribunal, he said, "I'm not gonna say Josh and Amanda, so I'm gonna go towards his team." I don't think they showed that, but me and Turbo, me and JP had a really good friendship. He left pretty early, but we bonded. And who else? I don't know. I kicked it kind of
Johnny,
with everyone.
I
Johnny.
what I see like Carrie. A lot of people in chat are saying, "What was your relationship with like CT and Bananas?"
Oh, great. I think that so it's crazy. I definitely went into that game. So I got leaked really early. I got leaked probably a month before I left.
Right.
So I was stormed. I was swamped with Big Brother fans, challenge fans, just DMing me, "Don't trust Johnny. Don't trust this one." Just like giving me all this bullshit. And I didn't go in with, I never judge somebody based on, somebody else's judgment, but I went in there and I had my guard with Johnny. And Johnny was one of those people that kept it so straightforward. And like he wasn't plotting, he wasn't scheming. At least I felt in a sense. I don't think he was gonna hand me the check and hold my hand, but he wasn't gonna cross me. I think he would have been straightforward with me, you know?
Right.
Um, and I appreciated that, especially from the misconception or like just like the stereotype that he gets. I think that people went out of their way to gun for the guy. Obviously, he's won 6 games, so you don't want him in the house.
Yeah.
But with me, I had a good bond with him, a good friendship with him, and if I do future seasons, I don't see me clashing with him unless
Okay.
it's like, all right, unless it comes to that point where it's like, all right, head to head, let the best man win, then so be it. But I don't see, he didn't give me a reason, like many people, that I'm ready to go. Um, he didn't give me a reason to like draw that red flag of like, okay, I don't trust the guy.
Who is somebody that you feel like you are ready to go against if you had to go back in a Vendetta season?
Well, I can't say that because I'm not going to set myself up, but I think that it's clear as day. I think that a lot of people, I think that I wanted to trust certain people and they ended up crossing me, and a lot of people said that, "Oh, we got you. Oh, this is a team. This is what we're going to do." And then the second they got the chance to, stab me in the back, they did.
Right.
So it's like, and that's on a game level. I can separate both. If you watch around Big Brother, I can separate game and personal. Um, but I mean, we'll see. We'll see if a Vendettas comes around. I don't know. I don't want to throw out any names.
And I mean, that is why I feel like we love you, Josh. I think it's why Big Brother fans love you, because there are so many people that are trying to, I feel like, create problems on, not Big
Oh,
Brother people, but like there are people that are trying to create the problems for the drama, and you're not. And I think that's why we like you, I guess, is because you're real and you're true to who you are, Josh.
yeah.
Speaking of, I have
Can
a.
I
What? Go ahead.
Yeah, this is the thing. I see that a lot of people do it, especially with the challenge. Like on Big Brother, you kind of get out, you bicker back and forth, and then you kind of like you're over it. I think that if you make it with me, I have such a personality to where like dude, I've always been outspoken. I'm extremely reactive. I speak my mind, and it's gotten me in trouble growing up, kicked out of baseball teams, kicked out of everything, to where I think that's what helps me. That's what makes me stand out on TV, to where
Right.
like I have a real life going on back home. I don't need to entertain Twitter shit. If you really have a problem with me, I'll address you in person. Like, and sometimes I react. I'm not gonna lie. I play into it sometimes, and I check myself. I'm like, Josh. But I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I think that I made my mark when I'm there. I don't, and then I'm over it. It's like, all right, move on, next thing.
Right.
I don't hold a grudge. So
Well, speaking of Twitter, we have a question from Sethi, and I think you guys know you can tweet me any of your questions with hashtag YRLive, and I can pull them up here on the show. But Steffi wants to know, which was harder to do, a Big Brother or the Challenge? Would you do either of them again? You got that from a ton of people.
okay, so um, it's hard because I enjoyed Big Brother way more than the challenge, but it's all I can't compare them. This like the challenge was way more physical than Big Brother, but then I enjoyed dude. Every time I woke up in the Big Brother house, it was like a dream. Like it was like euphoria. Like it was the weirdest feeling. because I envisioned myself with that. With the challenge, I was a fan, but it wasn't really like, if it didn't happen, fine. If it happened, all right, cool. Um, I think that physically and just socially with the challenge, it was hard. People had known each other for years, so that was difficult. But I enjoy the whole experience, the whole like competing, the adrenaline rush of not knowing what was the next challenge. So I really like that aspect. And like when we had downtimes, we just partied, like we just
Right.
had a good time. Um,
I
so yeah, I don't like comparing both of them. It's just two for me personally. It's two different games and two different experiences. But I enjoyed Big Brother more.
Okay. I mean, she wasn't asking. I don't think she was asking which one you enjoyed more. I think she was just asking which one was harder to play.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
But I feel like you kind of answered it. The challenge is obviously the competitions are way harder than Big Brother. I mean, you're not being pulled by a monster truck in the desert in the Big
Yeah.
Brother house.
So physically, the challenge is harder.
Right.
Mentally, Big Brother is just mentally draining. It exhausts you. Like by day
Right.
50, your brain's fried. You're over it. So yeah, I would say that. And if I got called to play, I would play both again. Um, yeah, I would play the challenge. I mean, with the challenge, it's like, dude, it's honestly was like one of the craziest, most intense, but one of the best experiences. So I would play again for sure.
All right. It's your last question on this
Okay.
topic that they're going to beat to death. But Sheila wants to know the phone rings, Josh. It is Big Brother and the challenge calling. They're both they're both filming at the same time. Which one are you doing?
Oh, I would do Big Brother. Yeah, I would do Big Brother just because this is the thing. I think that with the challenge, they roll these like two, three times a year.
Yeah.
I think that I made a good relationship with the producers, with the people. I think I made, or I was told that I made a mark. I don't know. So I think that I would have that chance again with Big Brother. They haven't done an All Star, so if it's All Stars with like people that I'm talking about, like the only way I would do Big Brother if it's All Stars. I would never do like how Paul did, never, or like a season 18. I would if they told me it was like that, I wouldn't go in.
You don't want to
But
be protected until jury?
oh God,
That's not me being shady towards Paul. Everyone knows I love Paul, but you go
I
in
love
as a
Paul. Yeah,
twist.
we're great friends. I
And
mean, who
he's
knows? Yeah, if you're gonna, yeah, I don't know, but I would choose Big Brother.
yeah. I think you should go. Look, anybody that goes back and plays that game as a coming back person, they are protected to jury. And we
I
love
don't
it.
know, man. You know what's crazy? I think that people, this is the thing. When you already play the game,
Uh-huh.
you know how to. That game has changed my whole perspective on like, I'm telling you, I walk into parties and I already know how I'm like, who I'm gonna click with, who I'm not gonna vibe with, like me and I can have this joker where like I was just in Toronto for an appearance. We went into a party where like, who are we evicting first? Like it
Right.
fucks you up.
Yep.
So it's like it gives you this like social skill that I don't think any other experience can. So
Right.
I think that's why people that come back in have like vets come back in, they excel because they already know how to maneuver different,
Right.
personalities and they kind of know what's coming their way. Whereas like you
Yeah,
come in
and
as
you know the
a rookie,
game.
you have no yeah, you have no idea what you're gonna be hit with.
Yeah, you know what to expect. Well, a follow up to that from Denise wants to know how, speaking of Paul, how do you think he would do on the challenge? Have you guys talked about it at all?
I've been convincing him in Christmas for the past 2 months to join.
Really?
Oh yeah, I mean, Christmas just had a baby, so
Yeah.
I know that she's busy being a mom, and she's I love her. She's the best. So I don't know if she would do it right now, but I've been trying to convince Paul. But dude, he has so much going on with music and touring, and he's in the studio every other day. So I don't know if he would do it. And honestly, I don't think that that whole route he wants to go into it. But I think he would do really well. Listen, Paul's small, but the kid's a beast. So
Yeah.
I think he would. He would be great. He would be one of those people I would want in. And then that's like a brother. So like
Yeah.
I know he has my back 100%. So yeah, I would love for him to join.
Dee Dee, and you got this from a bunch of people too, wants to know what vet would you like to have been paired up with had the choice been yours?
So I think that if the choice was mine, Dave on, but then that would have been Doug. I feel like we would have been targeted. I would have liked to split that alliance, up, like her have her partner, I have my partner,
Right.
kind of like we did. Um, Me and Cara had that conversation a few times. Paulie told her before we walked in that I was his boy, that, if she were to pick anybody to pick me. So I think me and Cara would have been good. And I think that a lot of girls were not scared of Cara, but Cara is a great competitor. So
Mm-hmm.
she would have been great. But I don't know. Listen, I'm happy how it played out. I think that I'm happy the way it all ended, because I probably came into the game and would have had my guard with Amanda, and I got to see the real her. And now I have a friend that I'm grateful for, and I think she's gonna be in my life for as long as we
Right.
ride this MTV wave. So yeah,
I didn't even think of it. We should have had Amanda come on too. We could have had it like split, but I had a feeling we were
yeah,
going to go because I know people have a few will do it at the end. I can't even believe we're like more than halfway done already with this. But I
yeah,
want to save a little bit of time because I know you were just in Toronto and people have they want a few of your thoughts on BB Canada. But
yeah.
first, Carrie wants to know, is there any hookups that we didn't get to see on the show?
Wow, a lot.
Really?
Yeah, there was a few. I mean, they've cut out so much. I like the whole concept of challenge elimination, and I mean the ratings proves it. You know, that the fans are liking it too. But I think there's so much that's going on that you miss. Not even just hookups, just like arguments that would tell the story better. And like, just like with me and Ashley Kane, we that fight had nothing to do with politicking, nothing at all. It went from we were fighting for like an hour, and that fight was a week prior to my elimination. We already had got along, made up, we were cool. Um, so there was so much missing, but I think Julia and Hunter was one that you guys didn't see, and they were a thing. Like they were vibing. I think
We saw
Julia,
it on the like preview for the season. I kept waiting for it to happen. It like flashed to them in bed together one time, and I was like,
yeah,
that
and
was good.
Hunter's a good guy. Julia's a sweetheart. I really like Julia. So I think that yeah, they were vibing and she was crushing on him. I think who else? That's the only ones I can really think of right now.
Well, speaking of you and Ashley, Jermaine King over on Twitter wants to know, Josh, you and Ashley seem cool to each other now, or are you guys cool with each other now, or is there still any tension between you two?
Um, this is the thing. I realized that so me and Ashley are cool. We oh, sorry.
No,
I
God
just
bless you.
so yeah, me and Ashley are cool. We hashed it out, but I think that there's still that tension with the game. It's kind of like, all right, we make all game aside, we're cool, we vibe. He's a genuine dude. Even with him, the argument where he called out Amanda out of her name, I think that it was. Listen, we were drunk. It was a drunken night. We were partying, kind of like her 5, 6 hours drinking. So it was a bad night. He apologized to her. He had a girl back
Hmm.
home that he FaceTime. So I know that he treats women with respect. So I want people to stop giving him so much shit.
Right.
Um, but just in that moment, I'm the type of person where like I was raised by the women in my life are everything, and I have a sister, so I was like that triggered me.
Hmm.
But yeah, we got along. We're pretty cool, and I do regret clashing with him because he was a very genuine, straightforward guy. But it all came down to like my relationship with Cam, and Cam's ego got in the way, and even how the way that she talked to me sometimes, I was just like, "Yo, calm down, like
Yeah.
pipe down a little bit." But yeah, we're cool. But I think that if we were thrown back into that house, I think he would call my name out like that, and so would I. You know,
I don't like
it's
her.
a game
I'm not a fan.
of who.
Ashley.
Are we talking about Ashley Kane or Ashley?
Well, wait, I don't know which Ashley they meant. I thought they meant Ashley
Are
Kane.
you guys talking about Ashley Kane? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I
the
think
guy,
that's who she was
not the
talking
girl,
about was
right?
Ashley Kane. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, the girl. I love Ashley. Yeah, Ashley Kane. No, yeah. I think in real life we get along now. The game, if we were back in that environment, I think that we would definitely go head to head. Like it would be like a whole like week to week type of thing until one of us goes.
Right. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay. I will honestly say, and I
Yeah,
tried to find this out sneakily while you were answering, and a few people have been asking this, and I honestly do not know what it is. You can plead the fifth.
yeah.
Lanny Joy says, "Can you speak on the whole Bananas and Amanda tape fiasco? Do you know what that is referring to?
Yeah.
Because I do
Um.
not. So what is it referring to?"
So I don't think it's. I'm not even. I don't. this is the thing. I'm not even gonna speak on it. I don't
Okay,
want to
good,
speak
because
on
I don't know. I just saw
it.
people
Yeah, yeah.
asking.
I
Not
the one thing I am gonna say is I was sleeping during the whole situation. I got up and I saw how hurt she was, and that was there was little things, but that was definitely something that triggered me into like, all right, I'm done with people fucking with her.
got you.
But I think that I don't think they meant, the guys definitely didn't mean any ill intent. I don't think they meant any harm. I think that it was just playful. We were all drinking and then it got out of hand.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, I don't think the intent was to hurt her. And I know that they all apologized. She made up with them and it was deaded. So yeah, I don't think it's my place, especially when I wasn't there to even.
Got it, got it. Okay, now I have a horrible memory, John. But now that you said that, now I know what we're talking about. Let me take this question from New Jersey Girl over on Twitter who says, Josh, coming from Big Brother, do you think that you were better prepared for the level of drama that, the challenge has, more so than other rookies?
No way in hell.
No.
No way in hell. And I think that for me, I mean, our season was intense. Our season was brutal, but no shot. I think that dude, I'm talking about day one, people were fucking ripping each other's heads off, going
Right.
at it. I'm talking about hours and hours of fighting. Whereas in Big Brother, we clashed 15, 20 minutes and then we would split up and go around our way, and alcohol wasn't involved. So I think that no, there's nothing that compares to the Challenge House. It's a fucking jungle, and it's like either you walk in, it, it's War of the Worlds was the perfect name because it felt like you were. I had a war mindset of like, all
Right.
right, killed or be killed. In essential, like either step up or they're gonna fucking truck like run you over. So it was definitely like an intense environment. But when we did have our good moments, it was awesome. But yeah, nothing prepares you for the challenge at all.
And I mean, I'm going to
No,
take this question from Janet, who wants to know at the beginning of the season, what were your feelings when, you lost, but then were told you're getting to come back, you're getting a second chance?
yeah, so backstory on that. So um I think everybody knows. I'm not making any excuses. I fucking went into straight panic mode. I had the puzzle done twice, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm still bitter. That's the only thing I'm bitter about. That damn puzzle going out first
Right.
was the fact that I let my anxiety and just like my mind was so fried. It was like 5 days, probably like 2 hours of sleep in and out in that tent on the plane. So we went from the plane to the tent straight into fucking competition, and I didn't sleep at all. Just like my anxiety eating me up, but I panicked, and then I went into a hotel for like 2 days, and they kept me there. And I was like, "Why are you guys keeping me here?" No, 3 days,
Mm-hmm.
and they kept me there, and I had no idea why. They would let me out for a few hours to train, like I would go running and stuff, and then I would come back, and they wouldn't tell me a word. So when I pulled up, they just told me, and I legit just like I think I like pushed the camera guy, like I was jumping off the walls, like it was the best news. I felt for Alan, but I mean, I going out, dude, winning Big Brother and then going out first, the embarrassment. I was just like, no, fuck that. I need to make my mark. I need to play the game. I came here to compete. I came here to win money. So
I,
there was no way that,
yeah.
yeah,
But I mean, I feel like, and maybe this is not obvious to everybody, I knew you couldn't be out. Like when we watched the preview of the
oh yeah,
season, we saw your fight, we saw you with like a minute. So I'm like, none of that happened yet. So like they kind
yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
spoiled it a little bit if you watched the preview for the season. So it's like, how is Josh getting back in here?
It's so crazy because like I felt, I can't say this, but I felt like I saw everyone's face and they were so bummed. And they
Yeah.
were like, holy shit, dude. Like, we were rooting for you. Like, we wanted you to do good, And it's like, I felt that energy. Like, they didn't want to let me go or they didn't want me to leave. And I definitely felt that vibe. And Liz picked up on it way before me. She was like, you're not, they don't want you to go anywhere. Like, you're not going anywhere. But I'm glad that they brought me back. And MTV's fucking great. So I'm happy they did.
They are MTV is the best. Janet wants to know, did you know anything about your partner before you were put together? So I guess
Yeah.
like
So the last season I watched the challenge. So I wasn't like a diehard fan how I was with Big Brother. I was a fan, like I watched the show here and there, but I wasn't. I probably watched Jersey Shore more than I watched the challenge.
mhm.
So the last season I watched was probably like 2000, and I was like in high school. It was like Rivals, the first season of Rivals. So I haven't watched any of the newer seasons. I watched a few episodes to like support Natalie and them and
Right.
Jose and Polly and all them, but I didn't watch the full season. So I didn't know much about Amanda besides the fact that she was a hothead. Like I saw a few clips and I was like, damn, she's just like me. Like she's outspoken, she's out there, she doesn't hold back. So that's the one thing I did know about her. And I'm glad that I got to see a whole different side of her,
Right.
like her softer side.
Yeah. Maximus, actually, I'll say that for a second. Jackie wants to know, Josh, when you went on the challenge, do you feel that people were stereotyping you based on what
Oh,
they
for
knew of
sure.
you from Big Brother?
Oh, for sure. I definitely got that. A lot of people didn't talk about like they knew me or they watched or anything, but I got that vibe of like people had their judgments on me, especially that I won Big Brother. Some people, I mean, some people were definitely, I wouldn't say intimidated, but they had their guard up with me. And I think once they saw that I was just like a genuine good kid, like dude,
Right.
they were like, all right, like he's not that bad. But for sure, I felt that vibe right off the bat. Like people didn't want to fuck with me. People didn't want to like, even trust me.
Do you feel like, because, well, for example, we saw kind of you and Amanda when you were having one of your arguments. You were like, no, like, we need to lay low. And she was like, no, it's not like Big Brother. It's, you
And
have
she
to.
and she was right.
Right.
I think that she was right. I think that now when I watch back, she has her points. I think that it is two different games, and I realized that in 1 week. It's
Right.
like this is not a game where you lay low when you're on the block or up for elimination. You got to go politic. You got to start calling people out, expose some people, and she did that all the time. But
Mm-hmm.
my take was like I was in such a good position. I was so solid and had some good friendships, and so did she.
Yeah.
But people didn't want to say my name or call me out. And you guys don't get the like, why is Josh not being called every week? It's because like I was solid with whoever was going down there. Like they
Right.
didn't want to say my name. So um I think that, like when Morgan went in, everybody was expecting Johnny to call me out. Me and Morgan walked in. Me and Morgan been friends since outside the house. So there was no way. She told Johnny I would never say Josh's name. So you get me? So you guys don't understand that. But I had really good friendships with a lot of people. So I didn't see the reason why to start chaos. But
Right.
I mean, her chaos had its reasoning.
It
So I
did.
respect it
Uh,
now. Now I respect it.
Becca wants to know, what did you do, or did you do any special prep to get in shape for the challenge?
Oh yeah. I mean, if you follow me on IG, like on social media, you know that I drink, you know that I like to eat. I'm a party animal, but I was training so I got the call. I got locked in pretty early. I got locked in like I would say early August or early May. So I was training for 2, 3 months, like sometimes even two a day. So I was doing CrossFit training, I was doing yoga, I was running. I trained really hard. And when I got out of Big Brother, I got completely out of shape, like traveling and just drinking and eating. So I was training really hard, and I felt in pretty good shape. I'm not gonna lie, I felt like my endurance was good, but now I'm just training hard.
Just training hard. Um,
Yeah.
Janet La wants to know, what is your overall perspective of the season so far? So maybe I will just tweak. I think what she's asking is, who do you think has the possibility of going all the way? Or maybe you can't answer that, because I guess you do know.
So I can't answer that,
No, I
but
mean you. I don't know if you can or not.
honestly don't even know. No, I'm joking. But I mean, the people that I'm rooting for
Yeah.
are the people that I was closest with in that game. Davon and Bear, I want to see them make it far. Polly and Ninja, Polly's my boy. He's a badass. He's outspoken, doesn't give a fuck, and I love it because these
Mm-hmm.
people want you to kiss their ass and he doesn't. So he's fucking. I love what he brings to the show. Um, it probably didn't work for Big Brother, but it's working for the challenge, and he's crushing it every week. So I'm rooting for Polly. Turbo's just a genuine good guy, just a great friend, and I really want to see him do well. Nani, Turbo and Nani. Who else am I rooting for? So Davon, Polly, Turbo, and Nani.
Wes.
No, fuck
No.
no.
No, not
No,
no.
no, no. Wes is good, but no, I'm not
Okay.
rooting for him.
All right.
But yeah, Wes is crushing this season. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, Wes. I'm happy that Wes came into this season, and he he's the mastermind. He's doing his thing, so you can't be mad at him, man. He's there to play. He's there to win. So respect. I always respect a good game, and he's definitely doing his thing. I can't think right now, but yeah, those three teams are definitely my top three.
Okay. And Kelly McCarthy wants to know who was your favorite vet that you played with all season? Bless you.
Telling you, man, my allergies are fucking the worst right now.
I know. I know.
Uh,
We need to send you a little allergy pill.
I took Claritin. It doesn't do anything. All right, who? Wait, what was the question?
Favorite vet that you played with all season. Who was the vet besides Amanda that I would say that you were the closest with, I guess, is what they're getting at.
Polly and Davon.
Okay.
Yeah,
What
Polly,
about a non-Big Brother player?
non-Big Brother. Okay,
Because you would be close with them anyway in real life.
yeah. Non-Big Brother players, I would say. Oh, good question. I mean, I got along really well. Kyle, surprisingly, Kyle.
Really?
Yeah, Kyle was just, and the crazy thing, him and Polly clash, but it's kind of like we're grown, like we're not in middle school. You don't need to pick a side, especially that I didn't even know the history. So, but Kyle was just a cool dude. Besides when that whole drama, I just stayed away from it. I'm like, it
Yeah.
doesn't involve me. Kyle was cool. Who else? Nani. I really loved Nani's game this season. I love how outspoken, straightforward, like just doesn't give a shit. Like even her like targeting CT, like I really respect Nani's game. So yeah, I would say Nani.
Okay. All right. We only have like about 10 minutes left.
Okay.
So I want to remind everyone currently, number one fan is Becca. Number one fan, you are winning Josh autograph signed
Oh
a
yeah, Becca.
meatball from Big Brother. Let me ask you this. Are you watching Big Brother Canada 7? Or are you keeping up with it?
So I watched a few episodes. I don't watch the feed. But I haven't watched like the latest two, three episodes. But yeah, I've watched a few. I watched like the first three.
Okay, perfect. Because, or we're going to get there 1 second. First, let me ask you this. Maximus'
Yeah.
mom wants to know, are you still doing your hair product company?
Yeah. So people constantly ask me about that. That's probably like one of the top questions I get. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I have an e-commerce business. So I run an online store on eBay and Amazon, and I
Right.
sell like products on that. And that does really well on its own. And I love that people are constantly like, "Hey, can I buy products off of you, or can I share your store?" And I'm like, even though that would probably increase my sales, my business rides off feedback. So like I have a lot of people that support me and a lot of people that don't like me. Just
Keep the Big Brother people away then.
exactly. So that was the smartest thing I did. And at one point I was like, you know what? If I share my store, I make good money as it is. I think that I would increase. And I was like, no, fuck no. That my dating. I share. People think I share a lot, but I keep a lot of things private. Like I don't upload when I'm in my warehouse or when I'm working, and that's just something that I'll never share. But I'm grateful for everybody that always wants to like. They're always DMing me about like, hey, share your stuff, but I'll never do it. It doesn't
Okay.
on its own. Yeah. So when
Um,
I'm not filming, I'm in a warehouse doing orders.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Lindsay wants to know, would you ever do Big Brother Celebrity if you were asked?
You have to be a celebrity for that, but I would listen. The Big Brother experience. I have a great relationship with the producers, with casting. I mean, I talked to my casting producer. He's been one of my good friends since. I'm really good friends with the producers. I'm not gonna say names, but I get along with all of them.
Uh-huh.
So they've become like family to me. So if they did ever call me back, I would do anything related to Big Brother if it didn't conflict with me doing another show or another project.
Right.
I think that right now, I have a few projects this year and I'm getting big, good money.
Right.
So, like, it would have to be right, but I would for sure do Big Brother. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Quickly about Big Brother Canada, because we saw that you were just there in Toronto. We saw
Yeah.
you filming with Ica, like you said. Who are you liking on this season of Big Brother Canada? Is there any of the players that you think have the potential to go far in that game? Is there anyone that you can see could be the winner? As of right now, and obviously we're not even jury.
It's
You're
early.
allowed to change your mind later.
It's early. Yeah. So with this season, few episodes that I've watched now. I'm not. Don't slam me. You know how Big Brother fans are. So I haven't done my homework on it, but I will say I like Damien. I like Damien a lot. I think that he came in and he's um I like people that just stay true to who they are. You know,
Hmm.
people always try to play like somebody else or try to play up to a character, try to, and I think that those people end up clashing. I think that he's a good character. He's definitely a rootable person that I'm rooting for. Who else do I like? I like I don't you know who I don't like? I don't
Who?
like Sam and her
Join
show.
the club, Adam.
I just don't like them. I think that it's the cockiness. First of all, I think this is what happened. Once I played Big Brother, it scarred me for life
Uh-huh.
because I got isolated by the cool kids club in the
Uh-huh.
beginning by all the showmances and you guys. We so 9 days don't air, and those 9 days, I'm telling you, I was in a corner. I couldn't even walk into the kitchen because it was like I had fucking a virus. They didn't even stare at me. So that whole alliance of guys just gives me that vibe of like they think they're the top dogs and the cool kids, and I want to see somebody take a shot. And I don't know if
Right.
it's happening or it's happened,
It's not.
but I want to see them. I want to see one of them out, and for sure, be it, hopefully it's Adam or Sam.
Yeah. I think a
Sorry,
lot of
nothing personally against you, but just in a game on a game level, I don't like them.
people feel the same way you do. Okay, now
Aren't they like the showmans like of the season?
sure, but people are not liking them. All right. You have, I mean, I think people know that watch this show. I mean, and although this was serious because we were talking War of the Worlds, that
Yeah.
we do comedic recaps and it's all meant in fun and jokes and jest. That being said, you have two really shady questions that normally I wouldn't ask if it was another guest, but I feel like
All right. Sure.
you might find them funny. So I'm
Okay.
going to say you do not have to answer them, but I just
All right.
thought you will appreciate the question at least.
Okay.
First one is from Lost and Confused, and he says, he prefaces it, shady question. It's a double eviction of alumni kids. Who are you evicting? Christmas's or Jessica and Cody's? So
Wow.
it is Big Brother Children Edition. Who
Who
are you
comes up
evicting?
with this stuff? Where do you find like how do you even think of
Oh,
that?
if you thought that one was bad, wait until the next one. All right, let's just skip over that one. I'm going to read you the next one, and it's the final one,
Wow.
and it's from Nicole.
Okay.
Nicole wants to know, are you finally going to go after Elena now that her and Mark have broke up?
Ah. Damn, you guys
They
are
are
messy,
shady.
man.
They
Yeah,
are
you guys are
shady, Josh.
shady.
They are
Uh,
shady. I just wanted to ask them. You don't have to answer. I'm not even letting you answer. Let's end on
I,
something
I,
nice, Josh.
okay.
Let's
You guys
end.
know I'm not. You guys know I'm not a.
Yes, you are not at all, Josh. I want to know, is there anything that you learned? This is from our town. Wants to know, is there anything that you learned coming out of the War of the Worlds season, or just coming out
So,
of the challenge in general now
so
that
much.
you didn't know about yourself before you went into that game?
Oh, this is the thing. This is why I love doing TV, because the growth that you gain from filming or
Hmm.
from just that experience in general, I don't think any other experience. I don't think working for anyone or like would give me the growth that I gained in such a short amount of time. With Big Brother, I watch Big Brother. I don't even know who that kid is. Like it's the weirdest shit. I'm just like I was so immature, but also I'm grateful that while I was in the house, I grew and I'm learning, dude. I just turned 25. I started this when I was 22. Well, 20. I had just turned 23. So it's like I the one thing that I did learn about myself in the challenge was that um don't doubt yourself. I
Hmm.
doubted myself a lot, and I think that a lot of people were low key intimidated by me, but they just didn't voice it. And I think that I doubted my potential and my strength. Um, and that's real. I went into that house. I put the pressure of having to perform because I was the winner instead of allowing myself to perform and just go into like the competitive person that I am.
Right.
So I doubted myself and I would second guess myself when I already knew. Like for instance, my elimination, I knew it was like a gut feeling. I knew go back to back, but I doubted myself and asked the producer the question.
Okay.
Right before we started. So it's like, don't doubt yourself. Trust your gut and trust yourself and know your potential and your strength. That's it.
Yeah. Is there anything that I didn't ask you that you wanted to talk about? Was there anything that you wanted to address from the challenge that we didn't talk about?
There's a lot that I want to address, but I mean that's just gonna go down at reunion. So I'm not one to start shit on social media. I'm not one to start shit over a podcast. So it's all gonna go down at the reunion. But I think that the one thing that I do want to say was I saw I get this comment a lot, and it's fucking annoying.
What?
Of like, and it's like a or just a general statement like, oh, go back to your normal life, or go back to like, why are you chasing this TV stuff? And I'm like, if you got offered the amount of X's amount of money, and if you had the opportunity to travel the world, and you had the opportunity to do appearances I went from a broke college kid to making a great living for myself, to say the least. I'm very humble, down to earth, but like, if you had the same opportunities and the same chances that I did, I don't think that you guys would constantly throw that in my face, and it's just annoying to deal with that on social media. So it's like, just be happy for the guy. You get me? I wish everybody the best. So I wish that people would stop worrying about what I'm doing and just tune into whatever the fuck I'm on.
I don't think I need to tell you that that's just people being jealous.
Yeah, it's
That's
annoying.
the most ridiculous thing I ever heard. Well, Josh, look, you have hundreds and hundreds of fans that turned out here to watch you
Sweet.
live. I want to give you a full screen to say whatever it is you want to say to your fans that are here watching you live now. The floor is yours, Josh.
I'm gonna get emotional. You can't do this to me, Eric. It's so what's crazy. It's like today's such a reflective day because I've really been thinking about it. I talked about it with my parents. I spoke to like my casting producer from Big Brother. Today was the day. Well, not the day, but it's like during this time frame, I got like called. I was in finals for Big Brother, and it's just crazy. I've been like reflecting a lot today, and it's just like how my life completely changed in 2 years, and all the opportunities that I have now in the future and this year alone. So I just want to say thank you for rocking with me, for having my back on social media. I don't think I mean, I'm just extremely grateful. This shit will never get to my head. Like, I don't care how many more followers, how many more supporters. I don't like the word fans I get. I'm just extremely grateful for all the kind words, all the love, all the support, all the fan edits, and I appreciate you guys. So thank you.
And wait 1 second. Before we get back to Josh to wrap up the show, let me just remind you guys all one more time. Check out our website, yourrealityrecaps.com, if you want to see any of our reality TV show coverage. You can search people's names while you're over there. You can see the shows we've done with Josh or any of the Big Brother US players, Canada players, our Bravo shows. We have covered so much over the past 10 years. It is all over on our website. Of course, you are probably watching this on YouTube, so if you are, make sure you hit that bell, thumbs up, and subscribe. Comment below. It is a great way to help support our shows for free. If you're listening in iTunes, 5-star rating and a nice review. Seriously, those two things are invaluable to us if you guys enjoy these shows. Without that, it is very hard for us to keep doing them. So do that if you have not done it yet. If you want to financially support our shows, you can become a patron at yourrealityrecaps.com/patron. Patrons get access to the patron-only group, prize giveaways just for patrons, the after shows with the house guests, prize giveaways, or you can always do a one-time donation at yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal. Of course, if you have any Amazon shopping to do, please check out yourrealityrecaps.com/Amazon. You just type that in, brings you right to Amazon. You don't pay any more. We get a little bit back. So those are some great free and not so free ways to help support our shows. As you can see, this one will not have an intro or an outro because it's up to you guys. If you guys show this show love on social media, in the comments, share it around, I will do more of these with more of the people from the challenge. So the ball is in your court. Let me know if you like these shows or not by showing them some love and on social media, and I will see you guys all on the next one. Let me bring Josh back in so we can wrap this up. I have to say, I will say, speaking on behalf of the fans of the people in this chat room, that's why people love you, Josh, because you are down to earth, and there is nobody better who deserves the success or even the opportunities for success that you are given. I think you are a great example of what reality TV contestants should be, Josh.
That's a stretch. I'm an asshole.
No, I think you are.
I'm a really good guy, but I can definitely be an asshole when I want to be, or when I have to be. But no, definitely, dude. I don't take it too serious. It's, you know, this can all disappear, but I had the experience. I had the people that, you know, show me love, and that's what I take from it. And I'm just grateful for it.
Don't change, Josh. You think that, and do not change, because I think you are perfect, and you're just getting tons of love from the chat. Everybody just making sure that I let you know how much they love you.
Oh, that's awesome. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys.
If you guys want to keep getting the love from Josh, where should they follow you on social media?
So my Instagram handle is sorry, I'm about to sneeze.
Go ahead. I'll distract them for you. Watch this. Ready? Go ahead. Go ahead, sneeze. Go ahead, sneeze. They can't hear you or see you. Josh is not out. Are you good? Okay, well, look, Josh is back. See? I can edit live.
So my Instagram is Josh_Martinez_, and then my Twitter, which I'm dying to change, my sister decided to make it while I was in the BB house. What is it? Josh and BB19.
It is right above you. Yeah, Josh.
Oh yeah, there we go.
19.
Josh,
well, I will put the links there. Lindsay is putting them in chat. I will put them below the edited version of this video after. You guys can click around. Maybe 420 says, Josh, try Zyrtec instead.
Oh yeah, Zyrtec is good. I need to go buy me some Zyrtec. Claritin sucks. Any advice? Claritin just sucks. Don't ever take it.
Yeah, Claritin is the worst. Congratulations so much, Becca. You are the #1 fan.
Hey, Becca!
Congratulations, Becca. And you guys, I'm sure I will see you guys back here later tonight. Thanks, everybody. Bye, guys.
Bye.